night, I lie awake and this man is burning. Every waking moment he haunts me. He's coming. I know he's coming. I see someone else in the fog by the lake, and he's holding something. Who is he?
I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this shit turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to turn this bitch sideways. I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. I'm in Chris Brown's body. I drive his Ferrari.
Welcome to episode 17, Words, Music, Dance. I'm your host as always, Paulie the Bull. And it's a 2021 vision. Y'all know what it is. Every week, every Wednesday, it's what we do. All right, we're back. You know, hope you didn't miss me too long. Took a week off. Can I get a break every now and then? You know, am I allowed? To my far right, got Jared back in the building.
I was on sabbatical.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You used that when he took my excuse though.
Here we go. That's what we're going with?
We're going to go with sabbatical.
Jared, what's your social media? Sabbatical. Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
Well, I'm on Facebook, IG, IG Around the World 85, Twitter, The Dutter Man 85. I think I barely use it.
We'll get on there.
Holla at me.
And to my immediate right, man who's been on an even longer sabbatical, but he's been taking care of some things, whatever. The homie Fenny's back.
You already, what's going on, my people?
What's going on, Fenny? Talk to him. Tell him you're on social media and all that good stuff.
You know what? My IG is ghost_84. That's all I be using though. I don't care for Facebook. Not even a little bit, yo.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I treat that like
Mark Zuckerberg did something to you? Like he he did put some personal information out for everybody, so y'all got beef? You and Zuckerberg got a problem?
He keeps it on the down low.
oh, that's all y'all need, you know what I'm saying? That's all we need right here.
But Fenny, where you been at all the time? Talk to me. You been gone for a minute.
Been
I be
traveling.
like, yo, can you do the show? You're like, nah, I can't this week. Maybe next week. Can't do nah, not this week. Maybe next week. So what's been going on, fam? What's been happening?
Man, you know school. You know how I feel about school, man. Every time when the test is coming up, yo, I got tunnel vision. And before the whole school situation, I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I no longer work at my old job.
Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, I don't want to put all that out there.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's right, okay.
Right, it's cool.
But we moved up. We moved up in the world.
Well, we had to because situation was that.
Situation.
I there, Usher.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I lost my job. They literally let me go. They wasn't gonna give me a reason. Boss man was like, yo, I'm gonna have to let you go. We're overstaffed. I didn't believe that. I'm like, exactly. When knowing that if we run this, I know when we overstaffed and understaffed. So when I figured out, he was like, he just didn't want me to go back to school. So I was like, damn, son. So
You want him to be.
you don't want me to go? You want me to get a better education?
No, I
Nothing.
don't want you to better yourself out here.
I could tell you right now, I felt away. I felt away for like, not even a full day.
Right.
Because it happened, I worked the whole day. And then, it happened to be that they let me go right after I was done with work. My girl just happened to call me out. Shout out to Karina. You already.
What up, girl?
Careful, my son. You lucky you bigger than me. Son. I swear to God, I'm gonna find some nature with. I even hit him up. It was just people were like, yo, even Karina, she was like, oh, yo, a whole minute passed by. She said, all right, yo, get up and keep moving. I'm like, damn, not even a moment.
Woman, man. That's a good woman.
It wasn't
right
even
there.
a moment to even like process it. But you know what it was for me? I never felt that type of discrimination ever. Racism, definitely, but discrimination, yo, I was even telling him, yo, I was caught off guard. Like, I never been in a situation where people didn't want to make you better or want you to do better in a job anyway. That was my first. So, I mean, after that, I was in hiatus, sabbatical, back cave, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You know?
I mean, the shittiest Best Buy was at least they paid for you to go back to school.
You know, that was that. But, you know, I kept it moving. You know, I had clearly positive friends and family. Yo, don't stop. It was a whole bunch of networking, a whole bunch of, just put your things out there, found something. That actually fits my school schedule because I start from 7:30 and then 3:30, and I can shoot out to school. It's just a very, very busy time. And when I saw spring break was coming, I was like, let me hit you up real quick.
That's what's up. So welcome, glad to have you back. You know, you've been missed. Need your opinion on things.
Since you've been gone.
Jared, we don't care about, where you've been at.
Hey,
Karaoke ass
Bro, I've
nigga.
been on sabbatical. It don't matter, bro.
But in other news, today was supposed to be opening day at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, God.
Because that's what happens in spring when the weather's supposed to change.
Gotta love the fitter though. He
mean,
put it on right.
But unfortunately, we had some snow.
Yeah.
So
Mother Nature not feeling us right now. She's trying to stay into that winter.
Right.
So we ain't talking about that white girl either. We talking about
it's not real snow. The rain, snow, the cold precipitation.
We ain't talking about Snow White.
Yeah. Do we chalk this up to? A lot of people's on my timeline. Global warming. Do we consider global warming as an issue? Is it just
no? Because the old record, I just happened to watch the news before I even got here. It was some of the old record. I mean, this is a new record for snow, 5 inches in Central Park. The old record was like back in the 40s or 60s, and that was like 2 inches. So it's not like snow hasn't happened in April.
right?
It just was more. And it's funny because when they were predicting, and it was predicting like 7 inches of snow, we got like 3. Then they predicted like 3 inches of snow, we got like 5. So,
It's never accurate.
You just off. The higher you go higher, we get lower. You go lower,
Right. So I mean, like I said, a lot of people just blow it out of proportion and just run off with it.
Yeah, let's not act like a few years ago, back in what 02, 03, 04 maybe, there was a snowstorm in April. Come on, it happens.
It happens.
And
I think late April. It was like mid to late April.
Yeah,
I think
right?
Like it wasn't just there. It was April 2nd. Like it's still transitioning or whatever. So
But the thing back then was we said, oh shit, the Mayans are right.
Right. Well, that's my quote for everything that's something crazy. I just don't consider this something crazy, so I wouldn't use it for this. But like I said, I saw it online all day today. People was acting like just because it's April, that means it's not supposed to. Like the clouds look at the calendar like, oh nah, we can't snow today. It's April.
It's because Mother Nature is a Met fan on the low. I don't care they got snowed out too. They had their home opening.
Right.
Now the problem is that people, like over the last couple of years, it's gotten real cold, and people just can't stand it. Like, yo, can we get some heat? Like,
But that's what's weird because if it's colder, people say global warming.
when it's hotter,
If it's hot, people say global warming.
and like we can't get no balance.
And I'm not saying it may not be. I'm not gonna be on my Trump and be like it's a myth or whatever. I just can't prove it just because one day it snows or one day it's. I don't know what that means. I know we've had much warmer days before, way back in the days. I don't know we've had much worse blizzards and
Even better.
snowstorms.
Wasn't nobody complaining when Christmas, 2 years ago, when it was 74
was
degrees
right.
on Christmas Eve? Everyone was chilling. Everyone was chilling.
Yeah.
Loving it. Loving it.
It was global warming, but
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
You
I
don't
think
say
we
you
need a
don't.
different
They're not
term.
gonna say global warming when it's Christmas time and we got some 70-degree weather. Like, I loved it.
They're gonna be out in their shorts,
Chilling.
singing carols.
There you go.
Dashing through the. Oh,
But now when it's too cold, like, no, it's global
Having
warming.
a sunny day, you know what I'm saying? Like Santa come through with his cargo shorts, talking about ho ho, where the hoes, where the ho hoes.
Make sure his clothes don't hear that shit.
You know what I mean? She back at the
Back up north.
yeah, man. But yeah,
chilling.
like I said, I global
Me Too
warming.
movement.
I can't prove it, disprove it, but
Me Too movement.
Me Too movement. Yeah.
Boy, I don't know him on that one.
we got so many hoes, man.
But since it is April,
What's up, brother?
the big thing going on this month is Avengers Infinity War. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
First off, what's on Jared's mind is
Where the damn Soul Stone at, man? That's the only question.
Right.
Where the hell the damn Soul Stone?
What do you think it's at?
I have no damn clue, man. That's why I said where the hell the damn thing is. At.
Well,
I don't know.
They've been trying to hint at that it could have been Heimdall, right?
that was the original
Heimdall.
theory
Yeah.
was Heimdall because they said that each gem spelled out Thanos.
Which
so
is kind of
the
a
Tesseract, H would have been Heimdall. The A was
Ether.
Ether. The N was the necklace, which is the eye.
The time-
And
the
that's,
time
and, that's,
stone, yeah.
and that's really a stretch. Like you really stretch.
It was falling in place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The orb.
They never called it a necklace, but it was like close enough. So we still don't know where. Right, the orb was the O, and S was Loki's scepter, the scepter. So that was the original theory.
Damn, they really were going hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like this was never proven or said by like anybody at Marvel, Disney, or what have
It's
you.
just a theory.
But it was an
Theory.
online, and it was like one of those theories where you're like,
Makes
I'm
sense.
rolling, I'm with it.
Makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying? But we still don't know where the Soul Stone is. So originally it was Heimdall. That's what everybody thought.
Now you have him.
Then everybody thought it would be in Wakanda because they was like, oh, because he can talk to the souls of the previous Panthers. Maybe that's what
Heart-shaped herb.
the heart-shaped herb, which is an H if it is that, but it's purple. So it's
Triple
like,
H, actually.
I think
time to play the game. But that the herbs are purple, you know. So
It would've made sense, yeah.
Right. So the soul gem is like golden brown amberish. So the colors don't match
I
up.
would have never thought that, but
Yeah.
I did. If you remember, going back since we like old comic book heads, it could be an Adam Warlock. Remember, he was already. Remember,
That was
he was
him,
already,
right.
he was already put into the end scene for Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was in the post-credit scene for what a cocoon was.
Yeah.
Originally we saw a cocoon in the collector's place, but they never said that was Adam Warlock. But then at the end of Guardians 2, the golden chick said we'll call him Adam, and there was a cocoon behind her.
And then we all remember who Adam was, because originally
Right.
he was supposed to have Vision's stone, because that's what we all remember. Vision never really needed the stone
Right.
to function, but
It's a fucking-
we can always switch it up.
Right. So the thing is with Adam Warlock, they're saying he might be saved for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Definitely.
But again, we don't know. If he's not in Infinity War, he could be at the end of it, which could lead into
Part 4.
the next movie. We just don't know.
Exactly.
We just don't know.
I mean, damn, it could be really strong with Heimdall. I'm saying that because he could,
Because the thing with Heimdall, last seen him, obviously, the end of Thor Ragnarok, they were all on that ship. So, and then Thanos' ship pulls
comes,
up.
yeah.
So if Infinity War starts there, we'll know pretty soon.
We'll know real quick.
Because we don't see Heimdall much later in any of the scenes in the trailer. So if he gets murked right away,
You know what?
They'll be like, looking out, Chief.
Now, if you're right, you're gonna be right about that, because Thor lands.
Right,
Thor
he-
lands
on
on
the ship,
the Guardians,
Guardians.
and Hulk
So
lands.
they gotta account for Heimdall, Valkyrie, got to be accounted for because they're important to the story. So either they live or die. We just need to know right away because they're relevant characters. The rest of the Asgardians can just die. We see dead bodies on the ground; they can just die. But we need to know where Korg is at because Korg was that's the homie.
Right.
And what was his little man name?
Meat.
Yeah.
We need to know where they at. We need to know Valkyrie. We need to know Heimdall. We need to know Thor and
Loki.
obviously Loki. So when that scene happens, they need to all be there. And if they die, they die. Or we need to know what happened. They just not there. It's like where they at.
Well, we know Loki.
Nah,
we know Loki
he's
like,
gonna-
hey,
Right.
nigga got powers.
Because we seen Loki we see Loki with the Tesseract like dog.
And here you go.
Right.
All
And
you.
then we see Thanos with the Iron Claw on Thor. So
Well, he definitely, Hulk lands on Doctor Strange's house.
yeah. So again, so he saw something from that scene. He just throwing people out. He throwing Hulk out. He throwing Thor out. Thor lands over there, but Hulk somehow lands.
Where's Loki landing? Like to just get. Oh, Loki did take the Tesseract.
Right. He has.
And Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, he already had.
So he has it, and then we see Thor, or we see Thanos break it or whatever, and then put his
just put
own.
it- yeah,
So
that's
he
it.
gets that one definitely. We need to know if Heimdall's there.
No, he's not gonna have it. If you
Thanos
remember,
be like, your eyes are
if you
kinda
remember
open.
the trailer when he went like this, he already had two.
Right.
Remember, because he's already taking something from the moon and throwing it
And
at
that's what we don't know the
Iron Man.
consistency of the order of the trailer too. So
I guess we're gonna figure that out
right,
soon.
and we don't know what's taken out of the trailer because the scene when Thor like put his hand up, he might be holding his new weapon, but you
his
don't
new
see
hammer,
nothing.
yeah.
So they might CGI some stuff out of it. So the trailer could be playing
Misleading,
with us.
definitely misleading, yeah.
So, but you want to know where the Soul Stone is.
Damn sure do.
I want to know where Hawkeye is in all of the marketing and promotion of the movie because same way I say when they go to that scene.
Yo, even in the entertainment.
Yeah, he don't have a
Yo,
picture, a
and
poster. He's not even mentioned on the
every
poster.
single one, right, had an entertainment
Yeah.
weekly. Even Thanos himself was
Even-
by himself, right?
even Black Widow.
They just, you know what they did?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that was one day, right? They gave everyone their slot. Yo, the next 24 hours later, somebody wrote, "Oh, here's Hawkeye. I'm like, oh,
And that's what I'm saying. And we saw him in Thor's first movie, which came before Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
So we saw him before we saw Black Widow.
The Hawkeye, yeah.
So he'd been there before her. Where he at?
And she's getting her own movie.
They haven't greenlit that yet. They're trying to say it would be good because they want to get a woman out there some more because obviously.
But that's why you have Captain Marvel.
To me, not because she's a woman, but I'm not looking forward to a Black Widow movie because we've seen Scarlett Johansson do those movies a couple times already. We've seen
Ghost in the Shell,
Lucy. So we've seen her lead and we've seen her do the action thing, and it's like it's the same movie. So what can they do
just for Marvel branding?
Right, a Black Widow movie would need to be her, Hawkeye,
Nick Fury,
and some Shield agents. Right, it would need to be a Shield kind of movie.
Originally, the original talks was going to be her and Hawkeye. It was going to be called The Red Room because they mentioned it before.
Right.
And now all of a sudden they're like, nah, dog, you may not be that popular.
Right.
You know,
saying,
mind you, he's done his own solo movies, this guy.
He was Born. Wasn't he in the other Born movie, the Born Identity or the Born, my man's in them? The other Born.
And he was in Mission Impossible.
I'm like, Mission Impossible. He can do the action thing too. He never led. He led in the Born movie.
He definitely led in the Born movie.
He led in the Born movie, but even in this, it's like he's not even being a lead, but
he's not even mentioned.
He's not even on the poster with the name. You don't see Jeremy Renner.
You lucky if you can see a good trailer on him.
You see the mention
Dinklage. Peter Dinklage is in there.
Dinklage, you see his name.
He's not in the trailer. Nobody even knew he was in these movies. But they like
in the building.
Make sure he's on the poster. What about Renner? Like it's
wait a minute,
crazy.
is he gonna play MODOK?
No, the rumor is he's gonna be the lead of the little people that create Thor's weapon. So there's a group of people that forged the weapon.
Game of Thrones?
No.
Damn it, I forgot his name in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
but he's my favorite character.
Yeah, but the rumor is he's going to be one of the elves that are there to craft the weapon up, whatever.
Check him out. He went from X-Men to now doing this.
Right.
You can't be mad at that man.
Yeah, but it's like if they see his name as a selling point to the poster, that says a lot about Jeremy Renner. Like,
yeah.
Like he can't even get his real name. Let alone, okay, fine. They couldn't find a spot to put him posing.
Nothing.
But his name couldn't even be in the credits.
Meanwhile, he was doing promotion for his tag movie.
Which I do want to see.
I do.
That do look kind of fun. You seen that movie, the friends playing tag? I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
And they like playing
years.
Like
because
tag.
He's been the one that couldn't be touched ever for 20 years.
What sold me was when when Homegirl was in labor. And my man was like, congratulations, you're ready. I'm like, yo. I do want to see that. But
I saw the thing where she was like, yo, when she was breaking down her wedding, she was like, and absolutely no tagging. Yo, I swear, you see homeboy running slow motion, try tagging, he was like, no. And completely miss him.
Crazy. Like that sold me on that. But
that's real friendship.
It is. Like I said, to be in your 30s and get married, having kids, and y'all still
playing tag,
dedicated to playing tag, like that's real. But Jeremy Renner, like,
where are you, dog?
Where is Hawkeye? Like that's what I want to know. Like I said, you want to know the soul story?
I want to know what the soul story.
Obviously, we're all gonna have these answers on April 27th. Hopefully,
before we know, he might have had it. He might have had the thing the whole time. Thanos.
You know what it is?
Titan.
You know what it is? I think they subliminally trying to tell you because remember they did say that four of the Avengers are gonna die, right?
They said 4? I didn't know this. They said they gave a number.
I gave 4. Okay. I could be wrong, and then they could just probably throw it out there to make people guess more. Right. Do all these theories that they put online. Mm-hmm. But because we know Captain America ain't coming back. Because Chris Evans was like, he don't want to do it no more.
Now that's what makes me skeptical about Infinity War, because whatever's going to happen with this movie, they have yet to reveal the title of the next movie. Yeah. But we've seen set photos of them wearing their old costumes as if some time travel was going to happen or a dream sequence or something.
Yeah.
So I'm skeptical. I don't want a corny. He gets all the gems except for the time, and then Strange is like, let's rewind back 10 years, and we're like, come on, that's too easy. So I hope they give us
just like the Dormammu and shit.
The Dormammu, it was funny. Mm-hmm. It wasn't great.
It was annoying,
and I definitely don't want to see it again.
Right.
So even if they nailed it that time,
all they gave was a head, right?
I don't want to see it again.
They just gave Dormammu a head.
Well, I didn't. So the reason why they did Dormammu that way was because they didn't want to confuse him with Ghost Rider. They said that was what they said. They were like, we already seen a flaming head character. They didn't want to, because people were like, well, is that Ghost Rider? So, yeah, so they want to confuse.
Honestly, it's kind of hard.
So I didn't mind him.
It's kind of hard to do mystical beings like that anyway,
right?
Because him. Galactus, even though it was poorly Fantastic Four,
yeah, we're not gonna talk about
but still, it's like, how do you do Galactus? How do you do Dormammu? Like, how do you do these big mystical?
And updated because
Dormammu was a giant,
right?
Well,
and
in the Mystic Realm, he was a giant.
Skull,
yeah.
So they were like, more people know Ghost Rider, and they've seen Nicolas Cage movies, so they didn't want to be like, is that Ghost Rider? Like they're thinking for the customer. So but I didn't mind how they portrayed him.
Yeah.
It was just the trickery of Strange putting a stopwatch. Every time he died, he had like infinite lives. He put the Konami code in.
Hold on, stop. Rewind it.
Let's bring it back.
He put it right. So I was like, it was cool, but it was like, okay, you can't do it again.
And you died countless times.
Right.
Can't coming back.
Because that's too easy. Because then if that's the case, that's the cop out for everything now.
Right.
I'm about to die. Call Strange up. I got you.
And mind you, that wasn't even supposed to be in his necklace though, like at all. It just happened to be that it was there.
Which I didn't mind. I didn't mind, the stone being there, because there's a prequel comic that reveals that Wong, who's also on the posters, mind you.
Word. He trailer and everything, like, dude, you got your own screen time.
And he explains to
Strange.
He explains to Strange what the gems are and the history of the gem and stuff. So he has knowledge of it. So I don't mind them, because him having one or knowing there's one there, it makes sense for them having knowledge of it also. It works. But it's just, like I said, that explanation of that, weaponry is too easy.
Yeah. The time.
Because he's untouchable now. He could leave that on for the rest of his life. He can just leave it, like, whatever the spell.
Oh, you gonna shoot me?
Yeah.
Hold on,
bring that shit
if I
right
die,
back.
come right back. You know what I'm saying? So he could do that over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every day's Groundhog Day for him. Like, it's just that easy. So
they probably won't make it easy
if they do that for this movie or something like that, it's gonna be very dissatisfying, because that's just too easy.
Yeah, you have to let people die.
And also,
and they will.
There's a rumor that the next movie will be called Avengers Disassembled.
Which is that picture we were seeing lately.
Right. So a picture leaked yesterday, which was April Fool's, with the time recording this. So take it as it is. But somebody either created it or found a picture that said Avengers Disassembled will be the next Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. Don't know where to go from that. It's an interesting title. There was a comic series with that title as well. I'm not too familiar with it, so I don't know how it went, or if it, people died in that or whatever, or if there was some time travel in that. But
no,
that's the rumor.
I thought this would be good too, but I thought it would have been the Avengers, new Avengers. There was a comic, mm-hmm. Same thing with that one. There was a comic series called New Avengers, because it would make sense because Phase 4, Phase 4 would have entered the new Avengers, just in general, new people.
And that's why, like I was saying, the Russos were saying that they didn't want to reveal the title for the next one because it'll kind of spoil what's to come.
For Phase 4, yeah.
Somebody tweeted them and said, should we be afraid that the title has not been revealed or something like that? And one of the Russo brothers replied, yes. So I don't know what that means.
Vague.
Yeah, vague. I don't know what that means.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Right, again, you know what I'm saying? But so they're withholding the title because in their minds it would give something away.
I think it's great.
So it could be Avengers Disassembled, it could be New Avengers, it could be the Secret Wars that they were thinking about, because they're saying Captain Marvel's going to tie into the next one. Mm-hmm. So the Kree and the Skrulls and all of them are going to be involved in her movie, which takes place in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So something from back then is going to lead up to what's going to take place, which could be why they were wearing their old costumes, because it could be some more time travel. That's why, again, I'm afraid of the whole time cop out, because that's just too easy. You know what I'm saying? But again, we will see. We will know April 27th. So we're going to the 26th. You got your tickets?
27.
27?
So I got Where the Hell is Soulstone. You got Where the Hell is Hawkeye.
What do you want to know?
What you want to know?
I want to know who the 4 Avengers that are gonna die. you gotta understand, because you know me and you go away, and even Jared on the comic book thing. So I was just like, I want to know, because I'm basing everything off everyone's contract, right? So clearly, you know, Iron Man, because he did die in the comics. Thor came back.
But Captain America. His contract's up.
There you go. And I'm just trying, and then Hawkeye. Well, Hawkeye did definitely die in the comic books. He definitely did die in the comic books.
He definitely died.
So you know, I mean, I could be
not
wrong.
showing him anyway. He might die early. They might.
The same. He made that quick fast. I don't see him in space. He was nowhere near space. He wasn't in Wakanda.
Go back to your
right.
family.
He wasn't in Wakanda. Like, damn, dude, where are you?
He's on that farm, man.
Did you definitely
went home?
He went home.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
My wife is pregnant. Y'all got me arrested.
You see this purple dude?
I'm out with this dude, yo.
No, y'all go figure that out.
Dude came out of a. The fuck he came out of?
Teleported or something. Word.
I'm good, man.
He just brought down a moon.
Look,
Like, y'all got a 15-year-old web slinging trying to take this man down.
did you not
Y'all
see
know.
what Scarlet Witch did to me?
Right.
She had me about to kill all of y'all.
So I just want to know who the character's not gonna make it at this movie. Like,
I think that's what we all want to know.
speculation is real.
I mean, because obviously if Cap dies, Bucky or Falcon can take over.
Correct.
You already know it's gonna be Bucky.
I mean, no, even in the comics it started that way too. Bucky and then Falcon.
It ain't gonna be the like.
But it doesn't mean it will happen the same way in the movies. It can be flipped.
And do we see that actor carrying a Captain America movie?
That actor? Ooh, oh boy.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
Boy, who you gonna get? I don't remember the arc. The arc for that Captain America, and barely a little bit for Falcon being Captain America now. Who you gonna give him as enemy?
That's what I'm saying. So we got to think, because again, they released the dates of the next
White
movies
Wolf.
for like until 2020.
Yeah, just the dates.
We don't know what the titles are, so the dates are pretty obvious because they always do the same kind of May, July.
Exactly,
So we kind of
We
could have
don't
guessed
know
the
the
dates
titles.
anyway. Right. So we don't know going forward. We know a Black Panther sequel's coming.
We know a Spider-Man sequel's
We
coming.
know a Spider-Man sequel's coming. We know an Avengers 3 is coming.
Captain Marvel coming.
We know Captain Marvel's coming. Then after that,
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Ant-Man and Wasp is this year. So, but
Oh
going
yeah,
forward,
they do get this year too. That's
yeah,
right.
that's Ant-Man and Wasp was this year. Captain Marvel's early next year. Avengers 4 is early next year. Spider-Man's right after that. After that, we don't know, but we know Black Panther made too much money. They're not gonna let that rock. He's not dying. Doctor Strange, he's probably gonna get another sequel. They're not gonna let him
No,
die.
they're gonna give him another sequel.
He gonna get a sequel. Guardians 3 has to happen because you gotta, Adam
you
Warlock.
gotta get him out there.
And they already got a plan. Gunn, the director, said he got a plan for 3, and somehow they're gonna phase out those characters and bring in a new set of
Guardians.
So that's already been spoken of. So we know those are happening.
Because Adam was a.
Everybody else is
Guardian.
expendable. Everybody else is kind of expendable.
I can see.
Because Stallone was in Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can see-
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I can see Mark Ruffalo being dead in the whole thing because he already he already said that he wasn't. He's tweeted so many times and done a bunch of interviews, even with Don Chena. He's like, look, they're not gonna give me a
Right. It's not their fault.
Yeah, it's
they
universe.
don't want to. Yeah, they don't have the rights. They have the rights to produce a movie. They don't have the rights to distribute the movie.
Correct.
So they can make as many Hulk movies as they want.
That ain't going
Somebody
out.
else is like, well, we gonna sell it on our own terms, and Disney don't play that. Disney don't rock like that. So that's already.
There's a possibility that they don't tell you. Well, I mean, one, you don't know what's going to happen as time goes on.
Right.
And it also is also good because it also keeps us hyped for that Fox deal, because then we can think about a real Fantastic Four movie coming.
Right. So we definitely. Everyone's been in the hopes. We're waiting for them to finalize that deal.
We're hoping to see Reed Richards in this or something.
And that's the rumor too,
Better one.
that they may be able to say, "Hi, my name is Reed."
Yeah.
We might get a little contractual slide in where he can't say, "Hi, Mr. Fantastic,"
Right.
and these are my 3 friends. He can say, "My name is Reed. I'm buying this building owned by Mr. Baxter."
Right.
They can throw it, and we'd be like,
Yeah.
They might be able to throw that in there, but that's if. And truthfully, we got to remember too that these movies were recorded last year. So if anything, it'll be a post-credit scene, because even Fox doesn't own the rights to Fantastic Four. Actually, some other company does. Fox had the rights to distribution. Some other European company that did a lot of movies that I didn't know has the production rights. So that's another deal.
Clearly, they didn't do a good job of making that shit happen.
Right. So, because Fox got involved, and that's why that movie sucked, because it was them saying, "No, we want it this way. No, we should do it this way." Da 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 da. Bad movie. That's what happens. So Disney would have to make another deal with that company to get the rights to make a Fantastic Four movie. So that's a whole other deal that would have to happen. So the chances of seeing that, and we don't know what that includes, Silver Surfer, Galactus, what have you. We don't know. We don't. The contract, the paperwork, crazy. But even this deal alone with Fox hasn't been finalized yet. And the money of it could change because X-Men Phoenix Saga got pushed back to next year. Right. So we don't know Fox's books.
Did New Mutants get pushed back?
That got pushed back as well.
Yeah, because New Mutants was coming out this year.
Yes, both of them are coming out this year.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So thinking about money spent, they already made the movies and stuff was done. Mm-hmm. They were doing reshoots. That's money. That's more money that got to get spent, and that's not going to count for the year 2018. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how their fiscal year is, but knowing business,
fiscal, nigga.
If Disney's saying we bought these properties with the intention that these movies were coming out, that's going to change the deal up a little bit.
I think it was also more that you got all these Marvel movies coming out now, and then anticipated to make a lot of box hits.
Well, that's what I'm saying. New Mutants maybe not as much, was a high expectation, but Phoenix Saga was
definitely a high expectation.
Yeah, and it was fourth quarter of the year. So where Disney top loaded Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp. This year was the first half of the year was all their movies stacked. So they were like, okay, Fox will have some money coming in that we could either absorb or collect on something. You know what I'm saying? So now they got a whole second half of the year where they got nothing coming out. Mm-hmm. Even look at Disney altogether. Han Solo come out next month in May. What else Disney got coming out and stuff? So it's like Disney. They let those movies rock by not releasing any of their movies to compete. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look at that, look at the heavy hitters in the beginning of the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. You got a couple of heavy hitters, and then you get up to April, you get up to May. Mm-hmm. What you give me for the rest of the year,
right? So they left it wide open for Venom comes out the end of the year in October.
That's Sony.
But I'm saying they don't want to
speculation on that one. I think I put it on the chat.
What?
That the suit only comes out in the last 10
Yeah, I heard that too. They said which again could
that
change because they're gonna hear the backlash of that. So if they stick with that,
if that allegedly that's the case,
which is good to test that theory out to say, it's only gonna be up for the last 10 minutes. What you say, 10 minutes?
Right.
We was just joking.
So think about it. If you're Disney, you top loaded the first half of the year. Mm-hmm. You gonna let Venom come out and the Spideyverse, into the Spideyverse. You're gonna let X-Men, right? You're gonna let X-Men come out. You're gonna let the New Mutants come out. So you was letting them rock all year.
Yeah.
Now Fox is like, we can't. We got. So now they push back. So now that could affect the deal a little bit, just because we let y'all have that fourth quarter.
Deadpool also.
Deadpool's top loaded now. Deadpool come out this month, and they moved it up.
I'm saying it got pushed.
Yeah, it got pushed. It got moved up. It comes out May. It comes early May.
Yeah, we already know how that. We already know
after Infinity War.
We already know how Deadpool gonna do.
Because it was supposed to be June, they moved it up into May. So it's a move. Again, we don't know why the moves were made, but moves were made. And it's usually money involved. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what the money was, but we know they're in the middle of negotiations, and money is, and Disney like, what y'all doing? Y'all supposed to be bringing us some money in that fourth quarter, that we trying to absorb. We trying to, whatever y'all get, thank you. We own this now, all right? But now they like, well, no, we got to do some reshoots.
Yeah.
So that's more money being spent, less money being made. So that could affect the deal a little bit. As far as Sony goes, obviously, Marvel wasn't going to buy Sony, but they have been they're allowing them to use Spidey, and so they have a partnership of some sort. Yeah, but it's like,
nice little deal right
y'all going to do this Venom thing. It's going to confuse people, but then y'all only going to have Venom come out at the end of the movie. That's going to really messing up what we got going on. So
Venom is like one of Spidey's deadliest villains, and that's how you're going to portray him too.
Right, and Disney Marvel Studios can't use him. Because y'all got to do your own thing with them, what y'all wanted to do.
And we gave them to you, and this how if you drop the ball, and if this is real,
right,
it's going to be backlash is going to be real.
Mm-hmm. If Venom does good, that sets a bar for Carnage.
It sets a bar in general for Sony. I mean, Sony itself would want it to do good so they can do something else.
Finally.
If they make a Carnage, a Venom sequel and introduce Carnage or anything, they just need to do good.
They need this movie to do good.
Going with Marvel.
Let me tell you something.
Because I doubt they would blend it.
It was
It
like the same thing with Fox. When Fox was doing all these superhero movies, yo, it was just going down in flames. You know, but now they gave us Deadpool. I'm like, oh,
right.
You back in the game,
right?
You back in the fold with one movie, but one is better than
Logan.
But that
was the end of that, you know. So, but Logan was definitely well done.
Yeah, definitely. But okay, so we'll give them two. We'll give them two. Definitely.
And Sony had the first Spider-Man trilogy, which was good until the third part. They rebooted it.
Lord.
It was bad from jump. To me, some people like the second one with Andrew Garfield. I didn't like 1 and 2. Everybody kind of hated 2. That ended quick. They didn't get a trilogy out of it.
It was bad.
Marvel showed how to do it. So Sony, instead of just letting them have it, said, y'all can get the kid. We're going to hold him to one of the villains. And we're going to do some more stuff. And then they're going to do Into the Spideyverse, which is Miles Morales.
Which villain did they hold on to?
Venom.
That's the only one.
I don't know. That's what we know. They want to do their own Venom. Because they wanted to do a Sinister Six movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is like, well, how are you going to make a movie of villains? Somebody going to die. They're going to kill. They're sinister.
With no hero.
No hero to save the day, so the villains win.
Exactly.
The end. Everybody dies.
Because remember, originally,
it's kind of like Suicide Squad almost.
But they kept telling us they're the bad guy, but they saved the world.
I know.
The Sinister Six ain't going to save the world. Yeah. So it's like, how do you make this movie where the bad guys win, or they don't win? So that means Spider-Man comes in, but you can't use him because we got him over here.
Exactly.
So it
could have used Scarlet Spider.
Again, so and then they're flooding the into the Spideyverse cartoon. Instead of getting Miles Morales' own thing, they're gonna have Miles, Spider-Gwen, was it Spider 2099?
You know what it was?
All in there.
That comic book did so well that they didn't see it coming. They were like, yo. They gave him Venom, also Venomverse, but who wouldn't mind the real movie? But you know, the anime's the next best thing. It really
but let Miles rock on his own. He's starring in this, but it's a bunch of Spideys in it.
I like how you did that because originally it concentrated on not the original Peter Parker, but Dr. Octavius, who was stuck in Peter Parker's body, and then everyone started getting their own little part. You know, Miles Morales and they brought back the original OG Peter Parker and like clones.
I think he's in it too. I think he talks to him or something like in the trailer. Yeah, he's talking to him. So
they were even mentioning clones because you know there's a lot of clones in there too. They were just switching it all back and forth.
Right. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Sony, we wish them good luck. We hope we hope it works.
Especially for the anime, they better do right.
Right. If not, give it to Marvel. That's the answer for everything. But speaking of
give it to Marvel.
Right. But speaking of clones, let's talk about Li Dicky, Chris Brown, Freaky Friday. So, song came out a couple weeks ago. Video came out with it. I myself am a fan of Li Dicky. I think he can rap. He doesn't take it serious. He's a joker. He's a joking rapper. I don't know, comedy rap, maybe the genre you want to call it, what have you. Cool. He had an album, great album. He released a single called Freaky Friday, which, if you're familiar with the name, was a movie before. I mean, Lindsay Lohan was in the recent one, but it was before that.
Way older back.
Way back. Body transfer, soul swapping, things like that, whatever you want to call it.
If not, YouTube it.
You're right.
Or Google it.
But in this particular video,
Doc Ock inside Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, that was the reference right there.
Right. But in this particular video, Li Dicky and Chris Brown both wish that they were, Chris wishes he's less famous, Li Dicky wishes he's more famous. Some Asian dude says, I got you, bang, they swap. In the process of Li Dicky waking up as Chris Brown, he speaks to himself and says, can I use the N-word? And then he says it a lot.
Repeatedly.
I can sing so well. Wonder if I can say the N-word. Wait, can I really say the N-word? What up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? Big ups, my nigga. We are my nigga. You pussy ass nigga. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Cause I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga.
Now, I thought myself, when I first heard the song, I thought it was interesting, but I thought it was funny. Li Dicky didn't say it. And
right, Chris Brown said it.
Chris Brown says it literally, but in the context, it's Dicky saying it.
Right.
So there was a video that leaked about a week ago with I think it was Virginia Tech, a bunch of Virginia Tech students, a bunch of white girls on a bus.
But you're kind of
and they were singing that part of the song very comfortably.
Very.
It ain't their first time saying it.
Right, Virginia. I mean, it's in the South. What, Jared, you first. What's your take on them?
Don't bother me. And the reason why I say don't bother me.
I thought you meant don't bother me. Like,
Right.
I don't want to talk like, put it in Fenny. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me because, I mean, I put it in context.
Okay.
See,
They say
it don't bother you.
every day. Around their friends, around their peers, whatever. This video was around their friends, around their peers.
Sir, when you say they.
Some of them colonizers.
Thank you.
The views and
To
opinions.
be, yeah, express my only me. But I say it doesn't bother me because they've been saying that forever. Like, they were very comfortable saying this, so it's not like it's their first time. I can't believe they just, for the first time, using that word on camera or in their personal life, and it feels a couple. No, that's probably. White people been listening to hip hop forever. And I guarantee you, every white person, many times, nigga has been on every song in Hip Hop Nation ever. Like, I bet you they have said nigga every time Dre, Snoop, Pac, whoever has said that word. They may not have said it comfortably in front of their black friends. They may have edited themselves saying it. But with these white girls, they're around themselves. I didn't see one black face around there, and if there was one, it was really hidden. But
Because they knew better.
Right.
but still, it's them being around them around their friends. So that doesn't bother me. If they felt comfortably saying that in front of a few black people, I would feel more offended by it. But
Right.
they're around their peers.
Fenny, what's your take on it? What you got on that? What you think?
Just gonna have to agree with me. I'm gonna have to agree with Jared though. I mean, as far as not bothering, yeah, you see it, you were like, the fuck?
You would wish it was.
Yeah, I would wish it was set around, so calmly, but let's not act like, some colonizers have never said it before.
Right.
That's nothing new. They just saying behind closed doors. They were in a bus with no one in sight, no black person in sight. They be like, what you just say?
Right.
Come on, that's real talk. We all say things in our homes that we're not gonna, any type of racial thing.
Like for example?
Come on, son. You're not catching me out here. You ain't catching me out here in these streets.
I mean,
I'm openly roasting people in races. But the point is,
Just give us an example.
I'm not doing that shit with you.
We need context.
I'll let Jared give an example. I'm not putting myself in compromising positions, sir. But anyway,
I'm ready to bring them out.
I agree with you. Again, to me, I was raised sticks and stones may break my bones, words may never harm me. So saying the words, singing along, it'd be hypocritical to be mad at it. So yeah, I'm in the context, they're not calling someone.
they're just singing along to the
They're
song.
singing along to
Yeah.
the song, which, like you said, we know they do. That's not shocking. I want to know
Who recorded it?
who's recording the video. That's what I want to know. I want to know who's
But what was
recording.
crazy about how you saying that, like who recorded? Who uploaded it?
Right.
You that same individual with that same energy, you better show yourself.
So there's a traitor amongst them
That just threw them under the bus, literally while they were on the bus.
There's a Judas.
She has a black boyfriend.
Right.
Word.
So it was the Virginia lacrosse team, Virginia Tech women's lacrosse team.
Oh boy.
And yeah, so
Well, what happened with them?
no, that's who was on the bus.
Did anybody come for them after that, or like?
To my knowledge, I don't think so. I don't think they. I mean, it's not a crime.
Clearly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a crime because they weren't calling someone the N-word. So
They were just singing along to the words.
Yeah, and like I said, we gotta
I mean, can we really be mad when there's, all right, yes, it was a couple of white girls. You're gonna be mad when there's a couple of Spanish girls,
Right.
or a couple of Muslim girls. Like,
Right.
are we really gonna be upset? Like you said, like, look, even in predominantly hip hop, there's a lot of these white kids in these concerts. Y'all can't. Are we really gonna get mad when they sing along?
Right.
Some of them may, yeah, definitely. They're gonna stop because we also in a hip hop concert. When the N word comes up, what up, my?
Start looking around like,
You know, we all do that. We look around like, what you just say?
Right.
Just say that again
Especially in the club.
with clear thought. Like,
Right.
like, look at me and say that again. But they're not.
it reminds me of a Donald Glover stand up where he was at a Kanye concert and he was like, obviously it was a Kanye concert, so it was mostly white people there. And he was
You
like,
ain't
they
shit.
were singing along. That's what he said. He was like, they were singing along and they were saying the N word and they were looking at him like, yep, we outnumber you. What you gonna do about it? So, and it's true because Donald Glover he's black obviously, but he's looked at as a white black guy, whatever what have you. But he's like at a Kanye concert. Kanye got more white fans than anything. So for them to sing along to the songs. And it's like he was taken aback by it. Then he's like a white person looked at him like, yeah, what you gonna do?
Side note, I don't know how Kanye is after the Yeezus part, but Kanye pre-Yeezus, he put on a hell of a concert though.
Well, I mean, he hadn't done the concert since Jesus. No, he did the Life of Pablo concert, which was he had the moving stage and he always puts on a great show. When he finishes it, because the last one he didn't finish, but he always puts on.
That's the one where Kim got robbed and he dipped?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the Life of Pablo tour. Kanye, I mean, speaking of Kanye, he's an artist. He loves to think outside of the box. Nobody knocks that.
That's his genius right there.
Yeah, but it's when it comes to people saying the N-word.
Look, they got caught in a compromising position. Like you said, there was a Judas among them.
Yeah.
Because you out there putting the ignorance up online, you knew what you was doing when you were recording it. So come on, man. Whoever it was, they didn't have to put it up.
Right.
This could have been avoided. This could have been in-house.
So there's somebody in that lacrosse team that.
I was just looking up how far Blacksburg is to Charlottesville.
Was Blackbird? That's where they were at? That's
Virginia Tech. That's what.
Oh, that's where the school is? Oh, okay.
But you know, Charlottesville.
How close is it?
That's only 2 hours away.
Lord.
Hey.
Somebody gonna get ran over.
So you just think this is a college. So some of them might have grew up in
Tiki Torch Town.
Yeah. So it's 2 hours ain't far. That's a close college. And these are the college girls, Mm-hmm. But again, we don't know them personally.
I don't think personally they're racist. They say like I mean,
I'm betting you right now, if they got some black boyfriends watching this video, like, yo, really? Really? This what you do?
Well,
when you out here in the team?
They probably
My man's just saw you. No,
I mean,
Michael Vick went to Virginia Tech and his brother. So Virginia Tech might not. They definitely got some black boyfriends.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably not really.
They probably just feel embarrassed and they probably looking a little unpopular right now in that lacrosse team.
Yeah.
honey, you know you're my nigga, right?
Right.
Oh shit.
But speaking of
I hope she's gonna say with the ER.
Or speaking of boyfriends,
It's been a Freaky Friday.
Might have to, speaking of Freaky Fridays and waking up in Chris Brown's body. Fab is in the news for hitting his girlfriend 7 times. Allegedly knocking out her. Allegedly hitting her 7 times. Allegedly knocking out her 2 front teeth. Allegedly, we saw it on camera threatening her father.
That wasn't alleged. We all saw that.
We saw that on camera.
It was a heated discussion.
Yeah.
With a bullet in his name on it.
1 and the 2. 2
and the 3.
3 to the 4.
Then you gotta breathe. Now he turned himself in.
What can you not do?
I mean, right?
He could have did the OJ route.
I mean, you gonna call Clue to drop it?
Like,
Clue, come pick me up. I mean, I don't know. What do you do? Right? You can't. You gotta turn yourself in. So, I don't even know where to begin on that. Fenny, what's your take on where you at on that?
Nah,
Take that.
Pause.
Why do you party though?
Real talk, domestic violence is never a joke. The moment that came out, I had the same thoughts you did. Like, nah, not Fab. Come on.
Right.
Especially when we were looking up his music, there was nothing that indicates this man is tough. He doesn't proclaim that. That's not his persona. And, I was like, all right, okay, whatever. Then you sent me the video. I'm like, whoa, dude. This must have been going on for a while because that anger just don't come out of nowhere.
Right.
You had that temperament for God knows how long. You know, they've been together for what, 10 plus years. They got 2
off
kids.
and on.
Yeah, off and on.
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, we as people and social media, we can take it too far in these jokes. That's never funny. It's not. We come up with jokes, but it's a serious thing. And I hope it didn't happen. But after I saw them threats and her running, I could be wrong. And Fab, a lot of people like Fab.
Yeah.
They like Fab. He's one people. He's a calm dude. I haven't even seen this man in a scandal in I don't know how plus years. Right? I can't really even say
the
it.
last time he was in bad news was with him and Ray J.
God, how long was that? Like 7, 8 years ago?
But even,
Or the Brian Pumper thing with the fake chain.
Well, I mean, it wasn't bad press for him. It was. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything. The fight in Vegas with him and Ray J was the only like bad time he heard of something.
And even then, it didn't affect him because he didn't care.
Right, and he was saying Ray J swung on him, but he didn't swing back, or he didn't partake in any in fisticuffs, so to speak.
All in all, like this is the thing.
And Ray J admittedly was high.
Cause he don't hit men.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
The thing about it is not a funny situation.
No.
I hope it didn't happen, but if it did, you know, you just got to pay for the consequences. But if it did happen, from my understanding, he punched her 7 times in the face. Isn't that also assault and battery?
I think it's
with
assault.
7 times in the face. Isn't that battery?
I'm not sure what. Yeah.
He only got charged with assault and terroristic threats, which they took away the threat part.
Right.
They gave him assault.
Well, he threatened
Daddy.
the father.
Oh damn, son, you see that?
Right. So that's definitely terrorist threats is definitely on there.
Yeah, but they you know the charge was dropped down.
Oh, what? Okay.
That charge was dropped down. They definitely gave him the assault charge though.
Okay. So
come on, I mean you got to put with your name on it, fam.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But
She was on camera.
But my thing is, a beautiful woman like that, you know, you and him have been off 10 years, on and off. On and off 10 years. You got 2 kids. If y'all didn't get married at this point, what you want? Like,
well, I mean, we can't say that because
I'm not gonna blame her either.
No, I'm just saying we can't say it on marriage. I mean, Oprah and Stedman are not married, so we don't know.
After 30-something years,
right? They might have been happy just being boyfriend girlfriend. Now, if she was upset with him not proposing, whatever, then that's something she leave or stay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. The fight was allegedly off of
her going to LA.
Her going to LA when he was out there. And she wasn't supposed to be in his mind.
Who the fuck watching the kids?
You know what I mean?
Even if, like, for example, like I was just talking about with that anger issue thing. And now, if that was there for that long period of time, maybe you should have definitely had left. Not saying that's easy because we all know some people stay and some people go.
Right.
But if you started seeing that coming, it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
Right, Jared, what you think? Is this the first time or
no?
Is history there?
Damn, he didn't even give it a chance. He's like, nah.
You know, I was laughing when Fenny was talking about, oh, I hope he didn't do it. And all I can say in my head, like 50 say, he did that shit.
Whatever they say,
yo,
he did.
He did that shit. It was Kane. Yo, say the same thing, Kane. Yo, whatever they say he did that shit.
I mean, once it was on camera, he did.
Yo, you know what the fuck the part was?
What?
I was thinking that when I saw the video. I'm like, damn, whatever they say he did that shit.
It's on camera.
And I bust out laughing like, yo, because I heard Kanan's voice and I'm like, yo, damn.
Oh, 50. Well, 50's the one that posted the picture with the pink turtleneck and the ice.
50 did that shit?
That was 50 that posted
damn,
that.
yo.
So 50
he ain't got no chill.
50 don't care.
50 don't care. He has no. He's a savage with that.
Yo.
But
he's like, yo, Fab, you good? But you know I'm gonna roast you right now.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't think it's the first time he's done this. I think we just don't see his scandals. We just like Fab is very good at keeping his business out of the light. You're right. Domestic violence is a serious issue, especially in these times when the Me Too movement. And, you're talking about sexual assault and whatever.
Yeah.
Like this is even bigger. This is probably a bigger news story than anything else. I mean, we do talk about how Fab, is, he's always comes up as the mellow dude, real calm and so forth. I mean, from Brooklyn, like when we had Empire, skater rink, we knew him when he was coming up as the guy that always was getting robbed at the roller rink. And then I guess, you getting picked on all these years. picked on from all these people robbing you. Now he's like, no, I'm gonna fuck somebody up now. Yeah.
My baby mama.
You a guy. You big.
Yeah.
You a girl. I can take you. So it's.
Do we think that this hurts his career?
Does it add gangster points to it? No.
Because I mean, so he actually had a show Saturday night, and he was there. I didn't think he was gonna be there because the video surfaced like Friday or Saturday.
The people come.
People went. My boy was there. My boy Mike was there. Shout out to Mike. He went. He Instagrammed some clips. Fab was on stage. Him and Jada Kiss.
And they were loving it.
I didn't hear boos. So
you know the thing is they're gonna they forgave Chris Brown. They're gonna forgive Fab.
But it took some time though.
Fab out here mad mellow. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna forgive him. I thought it was gonna. I know him and Jadakiss doing the whole Freddie and Jason thing. I thought it was gonna diminish that whole situation. Like, yo,
Right.
he just came out with it. He just started doing his Freddie and Jason tour, which they've been fiending to do for I think about 5-6 years now. Mm-hmm. To now have that happen, I'm like, damn, dog, you just started getting your thing out there. You just threw out a video. Mm-hmm. Like you're putting your promotion out there. Mm-hmm. I guess I was wrong.
People gonna forget. I mean, no one's gonna forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna pass over.
You think it's gonna pass over?
It's gonna pass over, but it's.
So what do you
for
think?
The time now, it's gonna be huge because
he's gonna get destroyed right now.
So what do you think is gonna be Fab's next move? Can he put out another? So
next move going to court. That's the next. I'm sorry. I was like, yo, next move going to court, yo.
Do you think he's gonna do jail time?
Nah.
Jail time?
I don't see it, yo.
Those charges, you think he'll get like a?
Because remember what I was asking you, yo, shouldn't he be getting battery for the 7 hits to the face? And
Which he might. I think he might. I think that's what they said on TMZ.
Is he gonna get jail time?
If anything, he'll probably cut a deal. It'll be anger management.
Okay.
It'll be some anger management.
So about a
probation.
year in jail.
Nah, probably. If anything, it may never be jail time. It might just be probation and anger management. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I keep hearing in my head.
The views and opinions.
Yeah, the views and opinions. Because
I don't know what he's thinking, but whatever he's thinking, I ain't thinking.
I ain't say it.
Remember that?
And he gonna say it too.
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
He gonna remember. I gotta bail him out.
Don't bail me out on this one. I don't need bail.
Oh Lord, don't bail him out on this one.
I don't need bail out.
Go ahead, say it.
Remember that old song? All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Cut that shit out, man. I don't know.
That's all I keep hearing in my head, man.
Somebody get this man. Or you know what? All them Puerto Ricans gonna come for Fab and you.
I don't care. I had crazy Dominicans come for me.
The views and opinions of Jared Hicks are solely those.
I've had crazy Spanish people come at me. I don't get it.
You can find him at Around the World 85 on Instagram.
Damn,
and the Database 85 on Twitter.
And that was a quick cop out.
At least make them rewind the video back to see
I'm gonna give his number is 646.
But
you think he's gonna get jail time though?
I think he might see about a year out of this.
A year? Yo, see,
he might get a year.
Some of his peers did worse.
Felony.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think he might get a year, but it's on the camera. Being on camera with threats, that's gonna kill him.
Yeah, that was solid evidence.
Because it didn't show him hitting him. It didn't show him hitting her. It showed him threaten her father. Mm-hmm. It showed her being scared
for her life.
Yeah,
that's all they need.
That's it. That's all they need.
And a strong year.
I think he'll get a year and then like some probation.
He gonna plead out.
He might get out early. I think they're gonna sentence him to a year. I don't know how much he's gonna do. I think he's gonna get sentenced to a year, some years of probation, community services, all kinds of stuff.
That would be felony assault because a felony is anything over a year. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's
not gonna be a misdemeanor.
Yeah. It's domestic. It's I think he going.
And I'm just saying, you're right. I'm on the fence about that. I mean, I can see probation because a lot of celebrities just get probation.
Celebrity status is gonna get you. He's not
Chris Brown.
Right. He's not time for this. He's not a big pop star. He's known, and I don't think he had any prior incidents.
It was something that you were saying too that it was jumping back off to the whole Rihanna and Emily like. Mm-hmm. When you in court, yo, my dude, you hit Rihanna? Was the judge thinking that? To compare to another judge coming to you like, Oh, so you hit your baby mother? Mm-hmm. So can that play a role into you hit another star compared to you just hit your baby moms?
Well, I mean, if her legal team could play that, 'cause she's on Love and Hip Hop. So either the judge is unaware, the legal team can bring that up, and if the judge is a judge that watches Love and Hip Hop or even knows the history.
There's a lot. What if she sued Fabolous?
Anything's possible
because now that you damaged the team, she can't be on TV.
Right.
So now
she stopped the Love and Hip Hop jump off though.
Well,
but the thing is, you two do bring up a good point.
Oh yeah, I do be on one episode.
That's it. You get the checks.
You may remember me from such and such. I was on one episode, so that's all it takes. So like I said, the legal team they're not gonna play a whole episode. But what I gotta say is she's a model. She was
you just damaged her.
She was a stylist.
Yeah.
So right. So her appearance is vital to her career. Wow. And that could be a thing too.
Right now, between a lot of speculation and allegations on that, we're just gonna have to wait and see for whatever's gonna happen to move forward.
Yeah. But as always, this has been Words Music Dance, the 2021 vision. You know what it is. One more time, that's Jared. Jared, give your social media one more time, because they need to know that.
Nah, they don't need to know nothing.
I was around the world.
Me Too movement gonna come for you, boy.
Fenny, welcome back.
You already know, brother. It's always good to be back, man.
I'm glad you got through your situation and stuff, working, and glad to know you're in good spirits and all that good stuff.
Of course.
Jared.
Hey man.
Around the world, 85.
Ladies and opinions.
Get at him.
On him.
I will be sending this to all my female friends. Y'all will get this the direct mail.
Oh, Lord.
Just so y'all can see just the certain parts that I need y'all to see right away.
He's single for real.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like button. Share it. Tell your friends about it. Let them know what's going on. Also, hit subscribe and the bell to be notified when new content is loaded, because there's much, much more to come.